Hey dreamers, it's Barbara from National Children's Museum. Are you ready for today's Design and Build Challenge? I think I found a pretty good spot. Today we're tackling the classic egg drop challenge, but with a twist. A typical egg drop challenge is when you're trying to protect a raw egg that's falling to the ground. It's a really fun way to experiment with forces like gravity and drag, and to observe energy and momentum at the time of impact. When the raw egg hits, if it doesn't crack, success. If it does crack, a mess. But maybe you're like me, and we don't want to drop an egg. So what can we do instead? Eggs right now are hard to find, hard to buy, and we really want to save them for eating, not smashing. So you can choose to drop something that's fragile like an egg. I thought about dropping my phone, but it's really important to listen to your adult. And if your adult says no, then you can't drop it. Should we drop the phone? No. So instead, I decided to make my own egg. I used aluminum foil and tissue paper and some glue, and it means that it's hollow inside. I was able to model it after this wooden egg. So you can make your own fragile thing. Or you can also use your imagination and find something that's really special to you that you wouldn't necessarily want to drop and try and protect it. Like it might be your favorite toy. What are we going to do to protect our special object or our fragile object? I looked around the house and I found a lot of different types of materials. Cardboard, this plastic bag that I might be able to use like a parachute, extra plastic that might help with a cushion, containers. I found a plastic container, some more cardboard, paper towel tube, and then because I want to be able to put these materials together, I got some tape, I got this really long elastic band, and I have my scissors. This doesn't have to be what you have at home. Find what you have and try and put it together and use your imagination. Okay, dreamers, so I have 2 different fake eggs that I'm trying to drop, and I have 2 different designs because I'm really curious to see if one works better than the other. So I ended up using this plastic container. It was empty, right? And inside, I first put some plastic, just to cushion it, make it a nice soft landing. I then cut up a paper towel tube into smaller pieces. I made a ring of those paper towel tubes, and then I put my egg inside. And on the very top, I put more plastic to try and cushion it. So the egg might move around inside because it's not secured. It's just sort of sitting nested in the middle, but it has all of these softer materials around that I'm hoping will absorb the impact. I didn't really add anything to the outside of the container. It's kind of large, not too heavy. I was trying to use light materials, but it's not necessarily going to catch the air besides the fact that it has a wide, flat surface area. So I'm really curious to see how this falls and what happens to the egg, my fake egg inside. And then for this design, I put my egg inside this cardboard box. I, again, used some plastic to try and surround my fake egg and sort of absorb some of that energy as it hits the ground. But once it's inside, I then thought about using this plastic bag as my parachute, and then decided instead to use it as more of my vessel or container for the egg, and then use the rest of this plastic to become a bigger parachute. So I'm really excited to see if it's able to sort of catch the air to create even more drag as it falls, and drag is going to slow that object down. Slowing it down, I'm hoping that the impact will be less, that there will be less energy that's going to impact my egg and potentially break it or crush it, since it's just aluminum foil. All right, I think I'm ready to experiment. And after I experiment, after we see what happens, we can always go back and try and redesign and figure some more things out, or add materials, take them away. And that's what makes designing and engineering so fun, so that you keep trying and you keep asking more questions. Okay, it's time for our experiment. We want to see what happens when we drop our egg or our special object from a high height. Now, I had to come a little bit outside to find some stairs, and I think I found a pretty good spot. Okay, let's drop it. 1, 2, 3. That was awesome! down really slowly, whereas my blue container fell a little bit faster. So I'm gonna open it up, see what happened. Looks pretty good. And then with this one, the egg was inside, I had taped it shut, put that plastic inside, and pretty good too. Awesome, that was really fun. I encourage you to keep trying. Make your own egg drop. Maybe you're using an egg, but maybe you're not. Take pictures, take videos, tag us on social media, and we'd love to feature you. And remember, dreamers, STEAMwork makes the dream work, and we're all in this together. Tune in tomorrow at 2:30 for our Nature Spotlight. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.